There's a bit of a tricky approach here. Obviously, you've never done it before. The entrance that we're using is called Boca Grande, which is the northern entrance to the harbour. We have to call the Coast Guard to announce our arrival, and also there is an underwater wall that we have to navigate. That's the first for us. It's an actual wall that's submerged and built by the Spanish centuries ago to defend the city. You can just imagine these invading galleons coming up and getting a nasty surprise when they come near the bay. So hopefully no nasty surprises for us. Luckily we have a good chart, and if we head exactly through the middle, then we should have 20 feet of depth. Here we go, about to announce Little Bohemia's arrival. Cartagena Coast Guard, Cartagena Coast Guard, Cartagena Coast Guard. This is sailing vessel Bohemia. Bohemia.
Looks like no one's home.
Oh well, I'll try them again in a couple of minutes.
Wow, the city looks fantastic. This is pretty much our third largest city that we are going to be visiting. We've done Acapulco, we've done Panama City, and now Cartagena. Fantastic panoramatic view.
Wow, it looks amazing. I can't believe we're here. I'm just going to try the Coast Guard one more time, I think. I think they're going to put the kettle on or something. Good job we haven't got any urgent issues. I'm going to try calling Port Control. I don't know if they're two separate organisations, but I've heard them referred to as both, so we'll see if that has any better success. Just lining us up with the passage. Cartagena Port Control, Cartagena Port Control. This is sailing vessel Bohemia, Bohemia, Bohemia. We're announcing our arrival in the harbour through Boca Grande. Oh well, they can't say we didn't tell them.
It looks all very fancy. The old town is right over there, and all of this is fancy apartments and hotels. Looks very lovely.
They're calling a different vessel, but there is someone in Port Control at least. They got back to their desk. Okay, I think that's us over the defensive wall. We've breached the city.
They're calling every other boat, but not us. Maybe we are not important enough. The celebrities are coming, no one cares. Seems like they are only interested in the large boats because they haven't called us back at all, and they just... Still not us. They're just calling the large cargo ships and big cruisers.
They're too small and insignificant apparently for them. Won't do. But look, we just breached their defences while no one was looking. Snuck in.
I should be over there on a deck chair by the pool drinking pina colada. That's where I should be.
Something tells me he soon will be.
Not today. I think we're gonna be trapped on a boat and wait for all the checking in procedures tomorrow. We've got official looking boat and a pursuit behind us, so maybe they've changed their mind and they will come and check us out.
We tried calling them, there was no one home. Try again. Captain Tom to Port Control. We've stepped across the wall. I don't think they like my singing.
Yeah, they're flashing light as well, Tom.
Are they?
Yeah. But not at us. Just keep maintaining your course.
They were flashing their lights the whole time?
Yeah. Nah, false alarm. They are not interested. So that's it. We're here. We're queer. Get used to it.
I should have announced that on the radio, shouldn't I?
There's a big base there for the Navy, so maybe that's where they go in. Oh well, we're gonna be good boys. We're gonna stay on the boat, and tomorrow morning when we arrive in the marina, we will sort it all out. And we've got this as evidence, don't we? That he called Captain Don to Port Control. No one replied. He even tried to do the Elton John voice. didn't work, did it?
My Elton John voice has let me down several times now.
I think if he had the Elton John outfit, I'm sure it would attract more attention.
Now you're talking, and you know I need a new pair of sunglasses, so maybe we could work on something a bit more jazzy.
There you go, we're here. This is our marina, where we're gonna arrive tomorrow, and we're just gonna anchor in front of it somewhere if there is a space for the rest of the day and for the night. Looks lovely. The old town is only over there, so walking distance. Very exciting.
I can't believe we're here. Fantastic. Looks very pretty.
Ooh, muddy, but we are in. How exciting. Since we're in a quarantine here, I send the captain to work. Here's a rare sight.
The devil makes work for idle captains, as you know, so thought I'd busy myself with a few jobs. I've changed the water maker filters in preparation to be Marina bound for a little while, and refilling the diesel as well. You know, the whole time since we've been cruising, I was thinking about this. The last time we actually stopped at a fuel dock was back in California. I think it was Monterey. So we've just been jerry canning it the whole time, all the way down the Pacific coast and here. We use so little fuel that it's actually not so much of a chore. Just every time we're in a marina, I stop by and pick up 2 to 4 jerry cans full of fuel from the fuel dock. And the rest of it just goes through this Baja filter and in straight into the tanks. It's really handy doing it this way. The whole time we've never picked up dirty diesel once, and you get a chance to do a sneak preview as it goes into the jerry cans, so no surprises, hopefully. But obviously we can get away with these things being a small boat. If Bohemia was a bit more of a thirsty girl, it would be harder work. Have to draft in the first mate with his biceps to pick these things up. About to try the first mate's latest cocktail.
Is it blue? It looks like one of my blue martinis.
Tastes like it too, to be honest. Just lingers in your mouth.
Well, anyway, that's one job done. I think I'm gonna make cocktails now and celebrate the fact that we've arrived in Cartagena. Well, good morning. It looks like party starts early in Cartagena. It's 7 AM and there's already boats going with blasting music. But the good news is they know what time to go to bed. There was no noise after about midnight, so that's good. This anchorage actually has been fantastic, very quiet and very still. And we're just getting ready to head to the marina. The slip we have is a bit tricky. Tom will have to reverse in, so I'm not sure how happy he's about that. He doesn't like to reverse. Isn't it, Captain? I'm just telling the world that you don't like to reverse into a slip.
This is not a captain for backing into tight spaces. We did it once, I think, in Costa Rica, and then a few times in California, and really never in between. So yeah, a bit nervous today, but it's a good job we're getting underway early before any wind picks up.
Well, it will buff out. I'm planning to have the boat buffed and waxed anyway, so if he scrapes it, he can buff it. Marina Club de Pesca, Marina Club de Pesca, esto es Velero Bohemia, ¿me copia?
Velero Bohemia, diga para Club de Pesca.
Buenos días, tenemos reservación por nuestro velero, es en Muelle 3, al lado de Fuel Dock. Llegamos ahora. Si quieres, puedes ayudarnos. Otra vez estamos bien para docking. Gracias. Okay.
Okay.
There you go. Speak Spanish, they answer. You call them in English, no answer.
Nada. Need to work on my Spanish. Okay, so we'll line us up and start backing in, and you're gonna hop off on this side, probably at the here. I don't know if you want to take those down. Is that gonna make it easier?
I love when he tells me what to do. I've been docking this boat for 4 years.
Bohemia, siga para tu de pesca.
Yes, I'm sure it's gonna be fine, you know. I've pulled few lines before, haven't I?
On a weekly basis.
If he gets me close enough to the dock, it will be fine. If he doesn't get me close enough, then we know whose fault it is.
If it all goes horribly wrong, at least we'll know who to blame.
Go forward and then start reversing much further. You need to get much more speed. Well, it wasn't his best, but it wasn't the worst either. Thank God for the 2 guys on the dock.
Well, we're in. Welcome to Bohemia's new home. I get used to walking off the back like that. Wasn't the world's finest docking, and this is quite a challenging slip to get into. Not just because we have to back in, and El Capitan here doesn't like backing in, not very good at it. It's really tricky to line up the approach because you've got a fuel dock here, often with a boat on it. And when the boat is in reverse, it really wants to pull to the port side, so this way, and you have to get quite a bit of speed up and really fight that pull to the port side with the rudder and make it go this way to starboard into the slip. So those were the struggles that the captain was wrestling with, and we just got it close enough to throw the lines, and someone had to pull us in. All good, no one hit anything, no buffing for the first mate. That's a successful docking in my book. Although now that we're in, having said all that, we quite like the look of this slip right here, which isn't downwind of the fuel dock. Well, not quite so downwind of the fuel dock, so we may move. Practice makes perfect for the captain today. I think I can hear the pitter-patter of the first mate's flip-flops back from the officina.
There you go. All done. We are checked in with the Marina. That was very, very smooth, and we are waiting for our agent. She should come in about 2 hours, and they're going to check us into the country and give us our cruising permit as well. Apparently, and this is a news to us, is we don't even need to go anywhere. She's going to take our passports and sell them on eBay. She's going to take our passports and organize the stamps and then bring the passports back here. So that's fantastic, because normally in any other country you have to go to the immigration and wait in line and so on. So it's a VIP service. We're really, really enjoying using agents. You know, they usually are around $200, but they make this process so smooth. They know what they're doing, they have all the forms, and it's just done. Obviously some countries are easier to check in than others, but this one we actually have to have agent. In Colombia it's impossible to check in yourself, so yeah, all is good.
Yeah, and that $200 agent fee you would easily spend on taxis in some other countries getting to and from airports and weird and wonderful places that you have to go to actually get in. With 300 unspoiled islands, flat seas, and dependable trade winds, Panama's San Blas Islands are a true paradise and the ideal tropical sailing destination. Now you can join us here for a week on board Bohemia as we show you the best cruising that the Caribbean has to offer. Learn the ropes of sailing, catch a fish for dinner, or take in the sunset while the first mate mixes the drinks. You decide. Check out our website for information, dates and availability, late 2023 going into 2024. See you in paradise!
It looks like one of my blue martinis.
Tastes like it too, to be honest. Special thanks in this episode go to our latest patrons for keeping Bohemia's blue martini tanks brimming with creative energy. Thank you to Jared and Jeff from Houston, Texas, who are preparing to set sail into the Gulf of Mexico and beyond.
Champagne for everyone.
Thank you so much, and here's to you. If you've been enjoying our episodes and want to fuel the first mate's bad behavior in the Caribbean, then follow the link on screen to find out more. See you next time.